Hello, this is a short video tutorial for how to put an assignment tool so that students can upload assignments to you in your Moodle course. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that editing is on. So if you see these the word edit and these edit buttons, then you can know edit's on, these little pencils. If you don't see that, then you're going to want to go to the blue gear here and turn editing on. It would be the second option. So if editing is off, you don't see any editing buttons, click on the blue gear and turn editing on. Then you're going to go to the week where you'd like that assignment to appear, where you want them to upload work for you. Let's say it's the end of week 1. I'm going to find add an activity or resource. I'm just going to click on that. And assignment is the first option. Note that there are some summaries and other information about assignments here if you want to learn more. We're going to add this assignment. Oh, it saved some stuff here. Let's just clear that out. First, you want to give your assignment a name. Reading summary. And then in the second box, you're going to want to, it says description, but you want to give the instructions here. So that's what the task looks like. You're going to read the article and summarize it, 200 to 250 words. That's how long it should be. And here you might, the second thing that's really important with online learning is you want to let them know how you want them to submit, not just what to do for the assignment, but how to get it to you. So it's very simple to just say, upload your file to this assignment by Friday. If you want them instead to copy and paste, for example, then you would give different instructions. So here's a place where you can attach files if you have an article you want them to read and that they need to read to be able to do this assignment. If you have a template you'd like them to fill out for a particular assignment, this is where you would attach that. And it's simple enough to just find the file on your computer, select it, and drag and drop it in, and now it will be attached to this file. This is especially helpful if you have templates. Maybe you have a summary template or summary guidelines or a rubric. If you attach it with this assignment, it's going to live with this assignment, which can be very helpful. The second section here is by when the dates, when is it due, and when can they start submitting to it. Often it's helpful to backdate this one just to make sure if students are going to try to post to it right away that they can. The second one is the due date. This doesn't prevent students from posting if they post after March 10th. It just will mark with red that it was submitted late. This other one is a cutoff date. We don't recommend that. It tends to cause more trouble than it's worth. And you'll be able to tell if an assignment is submitted late if you just set this first option. If you want to be emailed that you need to grade these assignments, you can put a little reminder in. Most folks I work with turn that off. This second block lets you either do online text or file submissions. If you're having them upload a Word document or a PDF, or even a photo or an image, file submission is what you want. It is also possible to say online text and then they would just type directly into a text editor. So that's your option. You can skip most of these other options until you get down to grade. This will be important if you want to grade the assignment. If you want to grade it, it probably is going to be by points. This is 100 points possible for this assignment or 10 points possible. That's what you put here. They can get up to 10 points or they can get up to 100. Unless you have a gradebook set up, you can ignore both of these things. That's what we would recommend for now if you're just trying to get going really quickly. And then you can save and display. Now you can see that here's the name of the assignment. Here are the instructions. Here is a link to a file that's ancillary or necessary for students to complete this assignment. Once students have submitted, you'll be able to click Grade or View All Submissions. What your students will see is this bottom section here They can see if they've attempted it, if it's been graded, when it's due, and how much more time they have to complete it. So I'm going to be a student for just a second and show you what it looks like. So I'm going to just upload any old file. I'll just upload one of these. This is my assignment as a student. I saved those changes and now it's been submitted for grading. So as a teacher, I would be coming into week 1. I want to see my students' work. I clicked on the name of this assignment. I can come down here and grade. And what I can see is, oh, one of my very good students has submitted their work. And Moodle will hold it in this viewing window for me, 1 page at a time. If I want to see extra pages, I can't just keep scrolling. I have to arrow over to see page 2 or 3. If you want to leave comments, you can use this little button here to leave a comment. But if you're in a hurry, you can just review the assignment. Here's where you can put a grade and you can leave comments. Then what you'll want to do, oh, we can't quite see it below the cutoff. I will pull this up. Then once you've made all the comments and you put a grade, you just say save and show next if you had other students, or save changes. So you'll probably have other students, save and show next, okay, and then you can arrow over to more students. There's only 1 student in this class, me, but you would have a bunch. So that's basically how you create and use the assignment tool. So we'll go back on the first page. Here we have our assignment. The basic steps to creating assignment: add an activity or resource, click on assignment, add, title it, you could attach a file if you want, set the due dates if you want, say if it needs to have a grade. Let's just make a draft worth 10 points. Save everything else, save and display. Here are the instructions. We go back to the main page, we can see now we have 2 assignments. One thing to note that can be very helpful is if you know your students are going to be doing reading summaries each week, you can, under the edit button, just say duplicate, and it makes a copy that's identical of the first one. So all you would need to do, if you want to say you want it in week 2 now, let's edit this, and we can, everything else will stay the same. We can just change the title. We want to take the word copy off of that. We change the title, and then maybe we change the due date to be a different date. Save and display. Everything else stays the same. If you have any questions at all about how to use assignments in Moodle, how to set them up, or how to grade them, don't hesitate to reach out to us at edtech@pacificu.edu. We look forward to working with you.